Hello everyone. In this video, we will understand about what AI overview is, for what queries Google will trigger this data, and how does Google generate these answers, and what is the impact of this for your informational and transactional queries. So watch the video till end so you can understand all the aspects in very detailed way. So let's start with the concept of what is Google AI overview. Google published new documentation about their new AI overview search feature, which summarizes an answer to a search query and links to web pages where more information can be found. So the basic idea about this new feature or update is Google have given a detailed documentation. So this presentation is a part of that documentation. We have taken the important points to highlight and give you the overall view. So what is this Google AI overview is? It's a method by which Google is going to generate the answers and show those answers into the Google search result. Now, how does it exactly look like? Let's see the next slide. They are not featured snippets. Now, in the past, we used to see the featured snippet. If I ask a question like why the sky is blue, so we used to see a featured snippet with a link, right? So they are not featured snippets, all right, but rather generative AI answers, meaning all these answers are generated on the go like ChatGPT and Gemini, because this technology uses the Gemini 1.5 version. So answers that aim to answer the query using Google's Gemini. So in other words, we can say the attempt of Google AI overview is basically what Google is trying to do is, if somebody asks a question why the sky is blue, so it will generate the answer via their Gemini AI and display that answer right on the top of the Google search result itself. And Google will formulate an answer using AI provided with AI cards with links to publisher beneath the AI, meaning instead of just showing the answers, they will also provide links to the answers, basic relevant answers to the topic from the relevant websites as well. Now overview, so you can dig deeper into the results. So you have an answer. Now, if you want to just see how it will look like, so if you see, this is the way it looks like. So there is a question, how do you clean a fabric, some info. So then we have got an AI overview. Here are some of the tips for cleaning a fabric sofa, then vacuum, spot cleaning and so on. And once you go to the bottom, there will be multiple links where user can dig deeper into this particular answer. So this is kind of AI overview. In other words, in simple terms, I can tell you, so Google is basically doing the ChatGPT result or the Gemini result inside the Google search result itself. Now, let's see further information about how exactly what triggers an AI overview. Like when the AI overview will trigger, let us see the answer. AI overview shows when the user intent is quickly to understand information, especially when that information need is tied to a task, meaning somebody wants to know the answer very quickly. Let us say, for example, I have a question, how to change a car tire. Now, you see there is a task here where I have to change the tire. That's a task. And I want this information as quick as possible. I don't bother about what is a website giving the answer, but I want the right answer. So you can say the AI overview will be triggered for this particular query. That is basically how to change a car tire. And here AI overviews appears in Google search result as shown when our system determine when you want to quickly understand the information from the range of sources, including information from across the web and Google's knowledge graph. So this is a combination of web data and it's also a combination of Google's own data, and combined together AI overview will give you the answer. So you have to remember, it's mostly triggers for complex queries where you need to have the answer from range of sources, then Google will trigger this particular information. Let's see the next point here. What kind of sites does AI overview link to? Now, as I said, AI overview will link to some websites. So what are those types of websites which it will link to? Now, Google's documentation make it clear that the kinds of website that will benefit from AI overview. So there will be benefit. Links include creators, which implies video creators. So if you are a YouTuber and you are creating a lot of content related to a lot of informational queries and informational stuff, mostly AI may be referring to your video as well. It can be e-commerce stores and other businesses. So it is not just Wikipedia, it is not just Quora, it is not just Reddit, but it will distribute the traffic to different video creator sites. It will be giving the traffic to e-commerce site as well as other businesses. So this means that far more than informational sites. So not just basic informational site, but your website and my website can also benefit if we use the right way. We can able to get triggered into the AI overview. At the bottom, the links user can dig deeper and read more information about this data as well. Let's see the next point. where AI overview source the information. The question is, where does Google collect all this data from? So here there are two ways LLM will collect the data. So the first option is basically Google is scanning all our pages. Google have all our data. So one way is Google have collected all that data and feed into their LLM system. Once the data is there in LLM system, now the generative AI, that's basically the automated system, the AI machine can generate the content. So that's what that means, that the website chosen to be displayed in overview feature are selected from Google's standard search index. In turn means that Google may be using retrieval augmented generation, which is called as RAG, where already the data they have, so they are taking up all the data from there and they are able to use that data and generate a new answer from that, which is basically called as a term retrieval augmented generation. In other words, and some SEOs are not at all happy with this update. Many SEOs are allegedly saying that Google is basically stealing our data and rewriting the data with the help of AI and publishing that back into the AI overview. In to certain context, it's basically true. Now, as a website owner, if you say that I don't want my data to be taken by Google, so the answer for this question is no. You cannot make Google AI overview to not take your data. If you don't want your data to be taken by Google AI, the other only option is you have to de-index your website. Now, obviously, as a SEO person, if you de-index your website, you're not going to get any traffic at all. So obviously, we are not going to do that. So basically, Google is able to use all the website index data and rewrite that with the help of their augmented reality setup, and they can able to rewrite the answers on AI overview, and along with that, they will provide the links. Understand what automatic inclusion means for SEO. Now, as I said that when this data is automatically collected by Google, Google documentation says that following their guidelines for ranking, the regular search is all you have to do for ranking in our AI overview. What does that mean is, if you have optimized the website content, if you are optimized for the regular SEO point of view, there is a very high probability and a chance that your articles, your content will rank in AI along with the links as well. So you can able to grab the traffic from there as well. That's what the Google statement is all about. Now, think in terms of topic. Now, keywords and synonyms in the query and documents play a role, but in my opinion, they play an oversized role in SEO. There are many ways that a search engine can annotate a document in order to match a web page to a topic. So basically, the idea here is when you are writing the content, okay, so you may have synonyms, you may have keywords in that. So Google may actually know that what is this topic talking about, and it knows that it can annotate the data, and based on that annotations, it can able to fetch the information from multiple sources. For example, if I ask a very complex query, okay, the query is, for example, is it good to visit Kerala in the month of so and so, okay, with family? Let's say this is a query, a very lengthy query. Now, if one website doesn't have this data together, so Google can annotate some information from one website, some information from one other website, and it club it together and show it in the AI overview. Now, let's see the last point, conclusion of this overall aspect. So now, as per my understanding, right now this is live in US market. Now, I would say, as per my understanding and knowledge and experience which I have with the SEO field from the last 17 years, I can tell you one thing. In the beginning, it will have an impact for your informational queries. Definitely, it will impact your traffic a little bit for your informational queries. Like so many things happen in Google, which sometimes people overhype things, okay? So same way, like we thought once, voice search is coming, SEO is dead, right? Somebody said, this feature is going to come in SEO, and SEO is totally dead. But I would say that the user is the king here, okay? If the user really want that short answer, definitely he will read it and he will go, right? But most users, when they want to research, when they want to learn, they want to dig deeper into a topic. So over the period of time, when people are habituated to this box, mostly will skip that box up and they will come back to the actual SEO results. So I would say in the beginning, we will have a very big impact. We may lose traffic for informational queries, but what I will say is it won't have a huge impact on the queries with transactional nature, okay? So which is our transactional commercial intent queries may not have a big impact because of this update as of now, but maybe in future we may have a a negative impact as well, because some of the data you see now is a AI overview. Then you have 4 ads, okay? Then you have PAA, which which is people also ask, which is a stupid box there, FAQ box, and after that we are getting organic, which is basically kind of negative for SEO, where user have to scroll 2 pages to get to the SEO result, which will definitely affecting the SEO results. So we'll see, wait and see that what will have an impact on the transactional queries as well, because as the user has said, user is the king. If user doesn't want this format, who is going to skip it up, and Google will read the data and they will realize that user is not at all using this particular information. So we have to wait and watch. In India right now it is not launched yet, it's launched in US. So once it launched in India, you have to check your website data and traffic and see how the CTR is impacted, how many impressions have been impacted with this update. So this is all about our today's session about AI overview feature of Google. I will share the link of the documentation as well, so you can read more detail and more technical aspects of this data. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and also if you're new to our channel, subscribe to our channel as well. Thank you very much.